Welcome to another edition of Full Funnel Fridays. One of the questions that I get very often is, Solomon, why isn't my marketing working? If your marketing is not working right now, what I typically do when we work with our customers is that we go through an entire process to figure out who my customer is, what do they serve, what do they like, what's the biggest challenge that they fix, and who's their ideal customer profile. Within that customer profile, who's that persona, who's that individual that buys their product. Is the CEO, the CTO, the CFO, the CMO, the CIO, whatever that is, who is that person? Why do they buy this product or service? What is that motivation, that emotional need, maybe in their organization that they want to fix in order to get this solution to their business? If we don't look at that, and if we don't identify who that perfect customer looks like, what do they like to do, oftentimes our marketing dollars go to waste because we're just throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks. So today, for the next few minutes, as I've done this hundreds of times, we've built these blueprints. These are custom strategy documents for our customers. Before we dive into all the execution of Google ads and Facebook ads and SEO and LinkedIn ads and running webinars and making videos, we really want to know, who is it that we're going after? So I want to solve that for you. Now, I want you to know that as we're going back into this, why is my marketing not working, is 99.9% of the time, it's an issue of, hey, I'm not targeting the right person. That's just one of the issues. The other issue is we cannot really build a brand when we have such a big audience. We're trying to go after everyone. We're trying to go after small business, medium-sized business, enterprise solutions, $10,000 deals, $100,000 deals, $1 million deals. We're spread too thin. It also means that our customers don't even know what is it that we're really good at. So when somebody else is starting to tell them about their products and services, they're likely to go to them because guess what? They know that we have multiple focus. And as a business, it really hurts your customer loyalty or your customer retention. Again, as I told you, even the salespeople don't know what they're trying to sell because you're allocating your resources in 27 different directions. That means they're not focused. That means that they're not getting the best work done. They don't feel confident that what they're doing is even working. Poor resource allocation. And I call this competitive disadvantage. Why? Because you want to be the biggest fish in a small pond. That's what niche selection is for a marketer like me. Misaligned sales strategies. We're not hitting our goals. Let's call more customers. Guess what? We just start calling everybody. We don't really connect with them. We don't show them why they should even have a conversation with us and do proper audits to make sure that our solution is the best fit for them. We're going to end up not closing as much deals as we want. And also, you can't really have a clear vision of the future when we really don't even know what we want to target, right? So my favorite topic is scalability. Can this marketing campaign scale? If you put $10,000 on it, can you go and put $20,000 and start getting double the results? How about this? If you put $20,000, can you get quadruple the results, right? Scaling is when you have that kind of growth and your expenses are steady, but you really maxed out on what you can get from a results perspective. So this is my theory of why it is what it is, right? How do you fix this? How do I actually go make this happen, right? I know that I can go get a customer in this high market demand, and we also know that they're willing to pay a premium and there's less competition. Let's go do that. Let's go step by step so that we can get the marketing that we're looking for. Number one, we want to figure out which one of those things is. Let's go list every single niche that we can target. 1, 2, right? We can do this software, you can do this thing, you can do that service, you can do that thing. Let's literally list them out one by one so we can do process of elimination, get rid of the ones that are not going to work, let's focus on the ones that are going to work. That's an exercise that maybe your leadership team is going to do, or your team is going to give you some feedback as, hey, here's the direction. Or you look at your P&L and say, it's very clear that this is our number one product. I remember doing these one-on-one calls with CEOs and $50 million, $20 million. And the first question I ask is, if you go back and say, what is that number one product? They'll be like, commercial something. You know what I mean? We make this super cool product and that sells like hotcakes and we don't even have to sell it. It sells itself. I'm like, why aren't we focusing our attention on that product? Why are we over here trying to grow all these other areas and subsidiary companies and divisions when we have a clear winner in front of us, right? Like that's our 80-20 principle. The next thing I would do is like, who is playing in the space that we can go and model after? If we really haven't nailed that niche yet, let's go, right? Let's go study these companies so we know exactly what they're doing. We also want to know the avatars and the personalities of these people, the ideal customer profile. We also want to know what is going on with those customers, right? Who are they? What is that CEO and those companies' vision? What do they look like? How much do they spend? Where do they hang out? What conferences do they attend? It's really, really important for me. I probably do free lunches. I would email them. Maybe I'll create a podcast, invite them as guests to really understand their needs. I would do anything I can to make sure that I'm on the right track as I'm looking to nail down my niche. And then last but not least is to, okay, create that offer, test it out, run some ads against it, see if it's working. Let's measure, are we getting cost per leads at those whatever, $50, $100, $200, $500, whatever our metric is depending on the lifetime value of our customers. And can we do this at scale, right? Can I double and triple and quadruple the budget, and can I get exponentially more money in my bank for that customer? This is what we solve for when we do these strategic conversations. It's like, hey, who is my ideal customer? Where are they hanging out? And if you're struggling because your numbers aren't adding up, meaning you spend more money than you're making, whether it's your overhead, your marketing investments, your salespeople, then this whole thing should be looked at, because there are probably some clear winners that you can go after. They're going to get you what you're trying to do. I hope this video has been valuable. And if you have any questions, there's going to be some links below this video to get in touch with one of our strategists to talk more about, hey, how do I turn my marketing around? How do I make sure that I got the perfect niche? And how do I make sure that I can follow that 80-20 principle to get the results that Sam is always talking about, the 10x results? Well, if that's you, fantastic. There will be links for you to connect with us, learn more about us, and find out if we're the right fit for you. High probability is we're probably not the right fit, or there may be an opportunity for us to work together. Fantastic. We'll love that opportunity. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next Full Funnel Friday.